stop for a moment and listen closely. This isn't just an accident. This message was not discovered by chance. You came here because of something that defied reason and logic. Have you not experienced it all your life? That subtle attraction, that unwavering feeling that you are unique. You see the details, the atmosphere in a room, the unsaid feelings, the unseen patterns of reality, while others go through life without noticing. You've always known in your heart why you've never really fit in, since you weren't supposed to. You were supposed to be unique. Today, we present the indisputable evidence that your vibration is unique, and the reasons behind the way the world responds to you. You won't be able to go back after you hear this. The energy around you changes when you are there. Have you ever observed that people sense your presence before you ever say a word? As though they see something strong in you, certain people are drawn to you. For no apparent reason, others become agitated, restless, or even agitated. It has nothing to do with your actions or words. It has to do with who you are. You exude an energy that is impossible to ignore. Your presence serves as a mirror, reflecting the repressed feelings, unsaid truths, and concealed anxieties of others. For some, this is a chance to wake up. Because they can't handle what your energy brings to the surface, others withdraw. Because your entire existence challenges their illusions, you may be upsetting to those who are mired in superficial, repetitive patterns of life. Because of this, some people admire you from a distance but are reluctant to approach you. That's why people try to dim your brightness by projecting negativity upon you. The fact is, however, that they are not rejecting you. Their own enlightenment is being rejected, as you weren't intended to fit in. You were created to light up. You have tremendous power, and you know how to utilize it. Now consider this. Have you mastered the art of managing this gift? You no longer feel out of place once you realize the power of your presence. You become purposeful instead. You begin to shape environments rather than adapt to them. Your energy changes the environment, affects others, and brings circumstances into line with your goals. However, this only occurs when you take advantage of your actual power. The unseen power directing you is your intuition. You have repeatedly experienced it if you are one of the chosen ones. You have a precognitive sense. Even if they do a good job of hiding it, you can tell when someone is being dishonest. You have the ability to sense changes in energy, predict results, and uncover hidden truths, often without knowing how. This goes beyond instinct. Your link to the invisible is this. Like a well-tuned instrument, your intuition may detect signals that others miss. The biggest obstacle, though, is this. Do you trust it? How many times have you ignored your intuition when it tried to warn you? How many times have you dismissed an emotion only to discover later that you were correct all along? You have been conditioned by society to question this gift and to depend solely on what is observable and explicable. But you've always trusted your instincts. You are the only one who has not listened, and suddenly you find yourself at a fork in the path. Are you going to keep repressing your power? Or are you going to totally accept it and assume the role that has always been yours? You have an option. But after you make a decision, nothing will ever be the same. Your intuition is more than just a sensation. It is an unwavering compass that leads you through the invisible forces of reality. This is the big truth about your gift. The reality is that it only works if you have the guts to stick with it. Those with the rarest vibrations, the selected ones, are unable to live like everyone else. Their spirit functions at a frequency that is beyond the realm of regular perception. Therefore, they are unable to make decisions based only on logic. Life starts to fit together in ways that are impossible to explain when you trust this connection and give yourself over to the flow. Before you, paths open up. Responses come just when you need them. Previously, improbable becomes inevitable. Thus, the question still stands. Will you eventually accept your intuition as one of your greatest gifts, or will you keep doubting it? With your energy, time bends. Have you ever seen how time seems to flow differently in your surroundings? Certain moments pass by quickly, with possibilities and happenings speeding up as though the cosmos is pushing you ahead. At other times, everything slows down, making every moment seem longer and enabling you to see what others are missing. This isn't just an accident. The structure of reality is directly impacted by your energy. Time stretches when you are in alignment, totally present, and linked to your purpose. You complete tasks that others could take hours in a matter of minutes. You experience a condition of flow in which life flows naturally in your favor and synchronicity multiplies. However, time becomes burdensome, dragging endlessly, strangling you with immobility when you veer off course and find yourself caught in circumstances or cycles that are not meant for you. Time is not fixed, as the ancient sages recognized. It reacts to the vibration of the person experiencing it by bending, shifting, and changing, and you have the power to affect this unseen force because you have a rare frequency. The true question, though, is whether you are making use of this strength or if you are squandering it in circumstances and locations that hinder your progress. Another indication of your unique vibration is the ability to see through the deception. Did you feel it? Your surroundings seem more and more meaningless. Talks that are empty. An unrelenting quest for prestige. The fixation on unsatisfactory material possessions. Even while many people appear happy and unquestioningly obey social norms, you sense something is wrong. You are able to see through the illusions, which are deliberate distractions meant to keep people asleep. It's because your energy is focused on something much bigger, not because you're pessimistic or cynical. People who possess a unique vibration are not part of this world's artificiality. Your soul is looking for purpose, depth, and truth. It's not a mistake if you have an unwavering calling. If something within you longs for greater comprehension, it isn't a stage. That serves as a reminder of your goal. You look for the depths, while others are still enthralled with the surface. You long for answers to the most important questions. Who are you? You're here, but why? What are you trying to accomplish? It's not a diversion. You're meant for this. Therefore, the question is, will you eventually accept the path that was meant for you, or will you continue to strive to fit into a world that was never meant for you? One of the most important turning points in your journey is overcoming fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of judgment was the unseen cage that held humanity back for eons. However, something has changed inside of you. You recognize the delusion as such. There was never any fear. It was merely a mental barrier, a fiction, meant to keep you small. The chains, however, are now broken. You no longer back down from challenges. You no longer hold back from being who you really are for approval. Indeed, difficulties still occur. Indeed, difficulties still arise. You move differently now, though. You're not hiding. You don't back down. You don't let fear control your decisions. And that is the distinction between leaders and followers. The common people are still trapped by their doubts. However, you're awake now. You navigate turmoil with purpose rather than merely surviving it. You turn obstacles into opportunities for growth rather than merely facing them. This is not your place to blend in. You are here to take the lead, and there's no going back now that you've escaped. You transcend the delusion of fear and walk in your actual power. It is up to you to shape the future. Tell me, chosen one, please, are you going to come forward? Or are you going to let fear make the decision? Before you talk, your presence does. Have you observed it? People respond to you before you ever say a word. For some people, something inexplicable draws them in and captivates them. Others become agitated, shifting uneasily in your company and avoiding eye contact. Then there are some who avoid contact for no apparent reason. This isn't just an accident. Words are not as powerful as your energy. It is powerful, indisputable, and unavoidable. As soon as you enter a room, the ambiance changes. People stop talking. The eyes dart toward you. The air itself has a distinct sensation. Why? Because the frequency emitted by the selected ones, those who carry an awakened vibration, disturbs the normal. Just being there serves as a mirror, reflecting hidden realities. People that walk in light will identify with you and feel a sense of belonging. But those who continue to live in dishonesty, ego, and falsehood, they'll feel vulnerable. They are forced to face aspects of themselves they are not yet prepared to face by your sheer presence. Some people will therefore avoid you. Some people will not like you for no apparent reason. Because your light is too bright for them, some will attempt to dim it. The fact is, though, you were never intended to become smaller in order to blend in with their society. Your energy is here to transform, not to blend in. Don't apologize for your identity. Don't keep quiet for the sake of others' safety. The people who are supposed to find you will come to you naturally, as though led by an unseen power. Give up chasing. Get attracted. The majority of individuals chase money, fame, success, and love throughout their lives. As though pursuing these goals is necessary for happiness, they feel compelled to do so assiduously. The chosen ones, however, are aware of a more profound reality. What is meant for you doesn't need to be pursued. You draw in things that complement your enthusiasm. This does not imply that you do nothing but relax. It indicates that you are in agreement. Your energy shouts, "I don't have this," when you're chasing something out of desperation. "I am deficient in this." What about the cosmos? It pays attention. It gives you more in return. Everything changes, though, when you take a step into certainty, when you move as though what you want is already on its way. The universe moves at that point. Doors open, synchronicities proliferate, opportunities present themselves with ease. Now, it seems as though some invisible force is pulling you toward the very things you used to chase. The question is, do you have enough faith in yourself to let go of the pursuit and let what is really yours come to you? Your frequency causes time to bend. The majority of people think that time is fixed, that it travels slowly and steadily in a straight line, that they have to wait for things to happen with patience. However, you are more knowledgeable. Have you ever experienced it? There are days that go by so quickly that it seems like reality is speeding up, and, at other times, the universe seems to be holding something back as each second drags on indefinitely. This isn't a random occurrence. There is no set time. It reacts to energy. It reacts to you. You enter a vibration of scarcity when you are nervous, waiting, or doubting, and time seems to slow down. It seems so far away. There are obstacles. Manifestations come to a standstill. However, time bends when you reach certainty, when you realize that you already have what you're looking for. Things line up. There are no further delays. In order to match your frequency, reality accelerates. One rule governs the selected ones. What I want is already mine. It is already there and showing up right now. And reality is forced to conform when you align with this truth. When you talk, things start to happen. Doors open as you think. When you have faith, the impossible becomes feasible. It's not luck. This isn't a coincidence. This is how your energy bends time. Tell me, chosen one, please. Have you made up your mind that what you want is unavoidable, or are you still waiting? You'll know when everything changes. Everything changes at a certain point in the chosen one's journey. You understand that you don't need to chase anything anymore because it happens so abruptly and naturally. The effort you used to put into looking for, battling, and proving, it is no longer required, since everything now comes to you. Life now moves easily where there used to be opposition. Unquestionable assurance has replaced the uncertainty. You used to try to persuade people, but now your enthusiasm is more powerful than words. Your presence becomes unavoidable at this point. People notice you even when you don't strive to attract attention. You don't look for praise, but you are worth it. What is yours makes its way to you even when you don't pursue it. Why? Because you have begun to let instead of resist. Fear, reluctance, and doubt are the only things that have ever stood in your way. They were only illusions, never actual obstacles. Now, however, you are standing in complete acceptance of your energy, and the universe must react. Examine your surroundings. How many indicators have emerged to support this claim? When you made the decision to trust, how many times has everything fallen into place? It's not luck. This isn't just an accident. This is how those that are chosen navigate the world. They don't inquire as to whether anything will occur. They have no hope. They don't hold out. They are aware, and nothing can stop you once your energy becomes unavoidable. Are you ready? Is the last inquiry. Now that you've seen the intensity of your energy and seen how it affects your world, there's just one more thing to ask. Are you prepared to embrace who you are? Those looking for approval should not go on this quest. It is not for people who require authorization. It is intended for people who have made the decision to fully embrace their true selves. And the universe has already started to work in your favor if this message has struck a chord with you. What's left now is for you to initiate the action. Sign up today. Turn on alerts. Your journey is only getting started, and the revelations will keep coming. See you in the upcoming video.